Alright, so I'm going to use Beat Detective and Identify Beat to improve our grid line structure through this piece. It's quite a complex piece of music we're dealing with. At the beginning I've already done it, and in this section here and this section here you'll notice that the timing starts to go out in relation to the grid lines. So about here. And then by the end, of course, it gets back into time. So we know that it's the right amount of bars, but the problem is in the middle, it goes out of time with the grid lines. So we're going to try and clear that up at this point. We're going to use Beat Detective for that. So we've already done Identify Beat. We're going to now use Beat Detective. That's right out of time. Okay, so let's grab that selection. And we're going to go up here. So you notice the beginning and end of the selection there. Just going to go up here to Beat Detective. And we need to put the beginning and end in there. We can do that by going Capture Selection because we know that the beginning and end were right. Over here, we're going to actually get it to calculate the bar and beat markers for us. And we're going to use some transient analysis on the right-hand side here. If we go into bar transient analysis, and I'm just going to select that area again so that I can analyze it again. And you'll notice that it's only got the bars, but we actually want the subbeat. So I'm just going to click off that and back on it again. Click Analyze. It's going to analyze the selection, all the subbeats within there. And I'm going to go Generate. Now, as I generate this, it's going to actually produce small changes in tempo all the way through to accommodate the playing, which is out of time. You'll notice now that all those hits that were out of time are now in time with the grid lines. Right there. Right, so it's really close. I mean, it's right in time, basically. So we've managed to move the grid lines to make up for the fact that the playing was getting out of time. Because they didn't use a click track when they started. It's a really complex session, a really difficult session to work with. Okay, so let's just try this little section here now. Let's listen to this. That's quite in time, so maybe we don't need to worry about that. We'll go to the next one. I've already done Identify Beat here. Now it's starting to get out of time here. And of course we know that it goes back into time because we've counted the amount of bars. We've done Identify Beat already with this. But we're just going to use this selection here. Now because we changed the selection, we just need to identify the beat again. So we'll do that. Still goes out of time. Okay, cool. But it's only slightly out of time. Let's have a look at that. See here, slightly behind the beat. Now I want you to watch this because we're actually going to go Beat Detective here. And we're going to go Capture Selection because we know that we've already got the beginning and end correct. Bar 69 and bar 81. Okay, so let's generate that. And we'll do a quick analysis on that first so that we know that it knows where the transients are. Then let's go Generate and watch what happens here. Those grid lines actually move to where the transients are within that selection that we've got. Let's have a listen to that. Much closer. Now the reason is because we know that we got the beginning and the end of that selection correct. We just needed it to analyze the beats within that selection. Good luck.